All right, here it is. Cheers. Is it low protein? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's about only 200 grams of protein. How many grams of protein did you want? Like 700? For the people who are new here, all my meals are basically, I'd say 190 grams of protein on average, but sometimes it's 260, sometimes it's 170. So, really can't say average. So, if you've had gastric bypass, you've basically ruined yourself for intermittent fasting. Thank you. Gastric bypass makes your stomach incredibly small, so you can't do intermittent fasting. So, which sucks because whenever I talk to anybody, have you had gastric bypass? Did somebody ask if this was gluten-free? Did somebody really ask if this pasta was gluten-free? Another person who has no clue what gluten is? Look, let me go over a couple things. Intermittent fasting, by popular definition, is consuming all of your calories and or nutrients in a shorter time frame than normal. Popularly, 8 hours or less. However, it can be one meal. It can be 2 meals. It can be whatever. I do 1 meal a day because I like to eat like a fat ass. I like to eat like a fat ass and maintain my weight, lose weight if I want to, gain a little bit if I want to, but really control my weight scientifically. This one's too short, Joanne, but I'll do the gun sound effect with the next one. How about that? So, that's not even over. The same guy who's upset about me eating 4,300 calories doesn't think it's over 100 grams of protein. Now, I'll tell you why he doesn't think it's over 100 grams of protein. Because he eats tiny kids' meals. When you eat meals like a man, when you eat man-sized meals, it's so easy to hit 200 grams of protein. It's a joke. Think about this. There's 60 grams of protein. There's 60 grams of protein in the bread. Didn't even get to the pasta. So, if you want to hate, that's fine. Hate all you want as I enjoy my meal. Now, as I was saying, intermittent fasting makes you a great cook because when you do intermittent fasting, your meals become bigger. Even if you're losing weight and doing intermittent fasting to lose weight, your meals are going to become huge. When your meals become huge, you start to care about them more. Whereas maybe you're eating 3, 4, 5 meals a day, especially if you came from eating tiny meals out of Tupperware that tastes like cardboard, you really want to get something tasty. And so you're going to friggin' work a lot harder. Thank you, Laugh Till You Die. I appreciate it. Guys, my calorie consumption isn't any of your... None of you in here have the same calorie friggin' burn daily. None of you. And none of you burn the same amount of calories every day even. So, I'm glad we got a lot of haters here. Can you guys post my mods, can you post my Instagram link for the haters? I'd appreciate it if you go to my Instagram and trash talk to my followers as well. All of you. Leave as many nasty comments on my Instagram as possible, please. I appreciate it. Oh, that's the thing, Peach Fuzz. That's the thing, Peach Fuzz. There's no average. You could say the average human being burns 2,000 calories a day. How much is the height and weight of the average human being? What's the average human being's occupation? Or do they not have a job? Or do they... The average human being is... You're collectively taking every human friggin' being, right? Or every adult. And you're taking the average of all of them. So, whereas my girlfriend burns half the calories I do, she's half the size I do. Cut my calorie count by half. If I cut my calorie count in half, I would bleed weight if I stayed in bed. I know you think I work out all day, but I'm trying to friggin' Thank you for sharing my Instagram. You guys can shit talk all over that transformation. Yes, I know you guys think I work out all day. It's about eating less, not working out more. That's why intermittent fasting is great for the lazy person who wants to lose weight. Death Spawn. I'm explaining to you, your calorie burn is dictated by your weight, your current intake, your job, what your day is like, how much walking, how much moving do you do every day. Your training is the last thing. Is the last friggin' thing. Oh, we got some extra pepperoni here. That's the last thing that friggin' has anything to do with your calorie burn. Anybody, pretty much everybody, 75% of their calorie burn or more is from not training. Even if they train a couple hours a day. So the reason why intermittent fasting is great because you have your whole day's calories at the end of the day to consume and lose weight if you choose to. Dude, I don't burn 2,000 calories in the gym. You fucking kidding me, man? The reason why I burned a bunch of calories today is because I was out on my bike for a while. It was nice as hell out. But look, the reason why some of you guys, your calories are going to range, the reason why Jevy's not gaining weight at 2,700, even though he doesn't work out, is because Jevy's a substantial friggin' weight. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Appreciate it. Check that out, guys. Put some cheese on there. Joanne wants the cannon sound. There it is. So, rather than you guys all getting butthurt, of course, this is amazing. Rather than you guys all getting butthurt about calories, there's a few ways to learn how many calories you're consuming. The best way, in my personal opinion, and most cost-effective way, in my opinion, is to purchase a food scale. Weigh your food. Track it in MyFitnessPal. Count your calories for a couple weeks. Then do calorie math. Calorie math being there's 3,500 calories in a pound of body weight. If you lose a pound in a week, you consume 3,500 calories less than you burn. Daily, that would be 500 calories less. So, yeah, people are freaking all types of upset. I have a how to properly begin intermittent fasting video on YouTube. Which really breaks down intermittent fasting. And head hunger, as far as head hunger, what he's talking about is you're only physically hungry after a few days at an extreme caloric deficit or without food. That's a real, actual physical hunger. Now, the other type of hunger is mental hunger. So, your mind will play tricks on you. It's a rental on YouTube. It must be rented from a desktop browser. I know. Brandon's lost 40 pounds from intermittent fasting here. So, intermittent fasting is beneficial for anyone. It doesn't matter how you train. It doesn't matter if you don't train. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, friggin' alien, twitcher. All it is consuming your daily nutrients in a shorter time frame to no longer get hungry and to enjoy big meals like this. Now, I'll no longer be answering Buff Guy's questions because he's just been trolling for 3 days. So, if you guys wonder why I'm ignoring him, it's just pointless. So, mental hunger. Your mind will play tricks on you. Your stomach will growl. You're going to think you're hungry. You're going to think you're weak. You're going to think you have no energy. You're going to think a million friggin' things. It's pointless like my bow tie. My bow tie makes me laugh. And many other people as well. So there is a point to it. What's up, Krishna? How are you? Yes, my bow tie is actually vegan, organic, gluten-free, paleo. And there's protein in my bow tie because you don't want to lose your gains when you're intermittent fasting. So it just drips protein into my pores. Thank you for sharing, Brandon. The most apples I could eat in a sitting, I really don't care. Intermittent fasting, yeah, triggered views to be for sure. Look, what I do is enjoy epic meals. It's not how much of this can you shove down your throat. It's not how fast you can eat. It's none of that. If you save all your calories all day, you really want to waste them in 10 minutes? If I'm going on a camping trip. Classico is garbage? Oh, good for you. I got Classico Alfredo too. I got both Classicos. Look. You're going on a camping trip. Bring tons of food. Eat half the calories and consume double afterwards. Like you could do like, there's a million ways to do it. Look, I lost 60 pounds from intermittent fasting. Most of it from intermittent fasting. Once I was sick of conventional dieting. Joanne posted the link to my Instagram. We'll post it again. Look, because I consume so much sodium, I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of fluids. So I'm peeing all the time. I'm just one of those people who pees all the time. Joanne, oh, thank you. Joanne just posted a link to my Instagram again. Well, I don't have to pee during my meals. Like, you want to know what the thing? Let me talk about guys peeing. Let's go off topic for a second. guys peeing. When a guy pees, he's not done when he thinks he's done. If you're done peeing and you're a male, and you stand there for like 10, 15 seconds, you'll realize you weren't done. Especially if you drink a lot of fluid. If you drink a lot of fluid, you empty yourself out. You stand there for 10, 15 seconds as your bladder fills back up, like already, and you could friggin' keep going. It's not about shaking. It's not about shaking. It's about being in a rush. If you're a busy person, the second you're done, you just want to run away from the urinal or the toilet. And if you just take the time, you'll be like, oh. And I do that all the time. Like, I do that all the time. I'll pee, right? I'll pee the second, like, I stop. I'll, like, zip up and run away. Like I'm on fire. And then, like, I'll get in the car and I'll be like, why did I do that? No, it's not that kind of rushing, Jeffy. I mean, I shake it off. But I don't, like, fully friggin' go. I don't fully wait until I'm done. It's just like, there's a break in the action, shake it off and walk away. So, I'm just giving you guys, if anybody else has to pee, like right after they had to pee, that's your issue. So back to intermittent fasting. You're going to be losing weight and your meals are going to get so big that if you go on Twitch, friggin' people are going to get upset with you. They're going to hope you die. They're going to say you're unhealthy. They're going to want to see your blood test results. I'm live right now. Just be a little bit. Your digestion isn't based on the amount of meals. It's based on your nutrient intake. Like I said, I make sure I get plenty of fiber, but try not to get too much. A lot of macro-friendly products are high fiber, like the pasta I showed you. This pasta has 13 grams of fiber a serving. It also has 6 grams of protein a serving. Not organic pasta. Myota. My meal is very dry today. Yes, gluten-free, vegan, organic pasta. Pasta's not even vegan, is it? Is it? My advice to somebody who's on a keto diet would be, if you're doing keto properly, your meals are tiny already. The reason why is because fat is 9 calories per gram, carbs and protein are 4 calories per gram. So if this meal was keto, it would be about half the size. Because when you do keto, you're supposed to consume a high amount of fat. It's a high fat, no carb, decent protein diet. So there's plenty of people who do intermittent fasting and keto. One of the reasons being because they're hungry all the time. So thank you, Myota. Appreciate it. It's the same thing. If you know what nutrients you're supposed to take in, you get those nutrients in a shorter time frame to not get hungry and to enjoy a bigger meal. That's it. There's no... That's what intermittent fasting is. It's not the foods you eat. And somebody asked me about carbs. Here's the thing about carbs, while we're on the subject of keto. The reason why keto is so popular is because of the quick weight loss. Everybody who does keto will lose. Will intermittent fasting make your wife love you again? No. Maybe. If your wife starts intermittent fasting, actually, you know what? I shouldn't say that. Probably, because if your wife starts intermittent fasting with you and her meals get huge, you and your wife can have giant meals in bed. So, the reason why keto is popular is because it's not because of the health. It's because of two things. One, there's something very misleading. The very initial onset to keto, you're going to lose a ton of weight. You're guaranteed to lose a ton of weight. And it's guaranteed that it's 99% water. Why? Because the body holds 3 to 4 grams of carbs maybe for every gram. 4 grams of water for every gram of carbs consumed. Meaning, if this meal's this meal's 600 grams of carbs, multiply that by 4, right? That's 2,400 grams, right? Now, divided by 453 grams in a pound, that's about 5 pounds of water I'm going to hold from just this meal. So, one meal, I'm holding 5 pounds of water. It's a high carb meal, but this is what you're doing. That also adds up over time. It's not like you're going to hold 20 pounds or 30 pounds of water, but I'm just saying it adds up a little bit. Your body holds on to some of it. So when you do keto, all the water weight from the carbs you're not consuming is going to get flushed out. You're going to see the scale go down, and you're going to be like, yeah, I lost like 14 pounds in a week. And you did, except it wasn't fat. Now, how do you know it wasn't fat? Mr. Douchebag with the stupid bow tie who looks like shit. No. The body can only mobilize fat so fast. The most you're going to lose, really, of fat is probably a couple pounds a week, maybe a little bit more. Anything more, if you're losing 2.5 pounds of fat a week, your metabolism is going to start slowing down, and some of that fat loss is going to be muscle and or bone loss. So, racing to lose fat never works. So, the initial onset of keto, everybody loses a ton of weight, tells their friends, and that's how it became big. Like Atkins. It's Atkins 2017 or 2018. Same thing. So, that's how it became popular. And then with keto, they're talking about how your body uses fat for fuel. Your body uses fat for fuel instead of carbs. And the average person thinks, being that your body is using fat for fuel, that means your body is burning fat all day. It means you're going to lose more fat than any regular diet. And you're not. It's all very misleading, and that's why people do it. That's why people flock to it. But most people end up getting sick of it. Well, number one, their weight plateaus because they don't understand calories. Your friend is forced to eat chicken, fried steak, gravy, and corn for every meal. Is she a hostage in a basement? Seriously. In Nebraska, it's feeding time. Chicken and fried steak again? That is a good meal for hostage. Again, intermittent fasting has nothing to do with foods or nutrients. Intermittent fasting is reprogramming your body's clock to reap some health benefits, no longer get hungry, while enjoying bigger meals. This person said, I don't care what this guy will say, but trust me, if you don't eat, you will lose weight. That's correct. If you don't eat, you will lose weight. And this guy also tells you there's 3 types of weight loss. One of them is fat. But you'll lose weight. Some of it will be fat. But you're going to be losing 3 types of weight if you don't eat. So, which is why people look like shit when they friggin' starve themselves for too long. Thank you, Myota. They think I was there before. The first time I lost weight, I thought the number on the scale meant fat. And I was so excited until I realized I lost a bunch of lean mass as well. So I had saggy man boobs, you know, my stomach was flabby. There's every fat loss diet, if you're losing fat, the only way to do it, one way, caloric deficit. That's it. Without cutting calories, you can't lose fat. It's that friggin' simple. And the reason why I said you want to cut not yet, Myota. The reason why I said you don't want to cut too many calories are because your metabolism will slow. See, this is the thing. Your body does not want to lose fat. Your body wants to hold on to fat, okay? So, if you cut too many calories, your body's going to get scared and say, No, what are you doing? You're not feeding me enough. Not to mention any people who are watching the stream right now. So, when your body gets the signal that you are starving it, you will continue to lose weight. You will continue to lose weight, and I'll tell you why. Because calories are energy. A calorie is a unit of energy. So, what you're burning is calories, what you're consuming is calories. The way you lose weight, thank you, Joanne, I appreciate it. The way you lose weight is at an energy deficit, meaning you're burning 2,000 calories a day, you're consuming 1,500. You're consuming less than you're burning. Your body needs an extra 500 calories for energy. It takes that energy from your body mass. Now, there's lean mass and fat mass. It goes to your fat mass first. However, if you're starving yourself, it starts pulling energy from your lean mass. Your lean mass is muscle and or bone. So then your body's in survival mode. When your body's in survival mode, your metabolism slows down. So you're losing fat, you're losing muscle and or bone, your metabolism is slowing down. Which is why, take my advice, racing to lose weight is never worth it. It's never worth it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up a transformation. I want my weight loss failure. It's in here somewhere. No. No. It's in one of the videos. Look at the years here. 2007, 2011, and then 2015. Krishna, if you're stuck on a motorway, you pee in the car or in the bushes. No. Yeah, that fat guy was me. For ladies, if you don't have the car thing figured out, I suggest peeing in the bushes. Now, when Jeffy said you could use a TDEE calculator, TDEE is your total daily energy expenditure. That's going to be how many calories you burn when you're sleeping, working, walking, moving, living, your whole day. If you train, if you don't train, still, it's going to give you an estimate. An estimate. It does not know. It does not know. It knows better than you probably do, though. Probably. Last one. Cheers. So, you shit in a bush before? Good for you, buff guy. I'm happy for you. let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys like to go to sleep full or go to sleep on empty? Or in the middle? Well, as long as owls have the proper amount of calories for you. Now, do you know how many calories? Middle. Empty, full, you get nightmares, Myota? The Boogie Monster? The Boogie Monster's gonna come get you? How could that be a nightmare? 4 giant spaghetti sandwiches. That's a dream. Too much carbs. I'm sorry I'm eating carbs, little lady. Anybody have nightmares about the guy in the bow tie who eats big sandwiches? Anybody have nightmares about me? Yeah, Myota, I won't be cooking with that white sauce. My own white sauce, yes. You have nightmares about my shit? Wow. That is flattering. What do I suggest for cardio? I suggest doing cardio you find fun. I suggest not doing cardio to lose weight. Look, here's the thing about cardio and weight loss. Well, number one, before I say weight loss, cardio releases endorphins, which may put you in a better mood. Does not mean you have to go do a ton of it. However, if you're doing cardio to burn calories, you're not going to burn that many. It burns more calories than like lifting or whatever, but you're going to be miserable, you're going to hate it, and you can always skip a little meal to save more calories than you'd burn with an hour of cardio. I'll give you for instance. For the past, thank you for subscribing. IXO Bell. For the past few weeks, I haven't been training as much and I've been eating crazy meals, right? So, in order to offset that, I've been skipping a day. Working out less, skipping a day, eating bigger meals. Because me skipping a day that saves 3,000 calories or possibly a little bit more if I train a little bit. You know how long it would take me to burn 3,000 calories doing cardio? Somebody take a guess. Somebody take a guess how long it would take me to burn 3,000 calories doing cardio on average. About 4 hours and change. About 4 hours and change. So, back to the person who says, why don't you work out less and eat less so you have more time for other things? Biking probably less than 4 hours. But that's assuming it's light out, the weather's nice, and that hasn't really happened as much lately. So, now, why don't I work out less, eat less? Because I enjoy training to an extent. If you look at my training videos, whether it's gym or biking, I'm probably dicking around. All my videos, all my training videos, I'm smiling and I'm having fun. I am the worst at the gym. I suck at the gym. So, the reason why I'm not a motivational gym guy is because I go to the gym and just dick around. I'll be there for an hour and a half. I might work out 30 minutes. Like, it's horrible. The employees at my gym laugh every time they see me. Sometimes I sit. First of all, I started doing machines recently. The reason why I started doing machines is because I like sitting in the chair. So, like, they'll come by a little bit. Oh, what are you doing today? I'm like, just chilling in the lounge chair because I'm on my phone. Well, a personal trainer can keep you accountable to an extent. However, you can't. Who can afford a personal trainer to make sure you show up to the gym all the time? Nobody can afford that. So, and I don't really care. This is not who can eat the fastest. Personal training is expensive. It is. Oh, pepper here. So, and to tell you the truth, I thought about doing that in the summer. Because last summer, I didn't show up to the gym once. Before, all right, let's go start at November. Before November, the previous year and a half, 2 years, I can count my gym workouts on one hand. Now, That's why there were no gym videos on my Instagram. They were all throwbacks, reposts, whatever, because I didn't go to the gym. I worked out at home, basically, or outside. So, then, I joined the gym. Oh, what steroids do I use? Ronzoni 150. I use the Ronzoni Hormel Classico stack. And if you live stream together, other guys get butt hurt in your stream, boy Pablo. So, I joined a gym in November. Jenny and I joined. We started going. And we've been... Jenny has a trainer. Jenny has a trainer now. We've been consistently going. However, I'm like just so like... I'm so scattered. Sometimes Jenny just wants to stay away from me at the gym because I'm just screwing around. So, it's amazing. First of all, it's flattering. It's flattering that people think I'm on steroids because that means I've done like a lot of good work. So, that I fully appreciate. However, you realize I'm 200 pounds. I'm pretty solid. If I do keto for a day, I'll be really solid because I'll flush out all the water weight. Joanne, everybody does mention you a lot. This is just iced tea. So, now, if I did steroids, I would friggin'... Jenny gives me side-eye. Darren's right. Jenny's always giving me friggin' what are you doing looks at the gym. Why am I dating you looks? I deserve it. I mean, Darren, from what you see, you only see the clips where I have my phone in my hand and I happen to be recording. Yes, Jersey's getting warmer. Thank God. Speaking of which, I pulled the gym at the park today. I was outside on my bike for 2.5 hours today. I'd be surprised if I rode for an hour and a half. Some guy, I kept waving to him every time he passed me, and he was like, do you even ride? Because like, he passed me like 5 times, and each time I was in a different part of the park, just stopped talking to somebody. Which, the season's fresh, it's new, but that's something I have to change as well, because I really enjoy, like, the gym, I don't really care, I get like bored of gym, but, at the park, I really don't like being distracted, except I've come to know a lot of people at the park, so they all want to stop and talk. You have more phones? Okay. He wrote by me, he's like, do you even ride? And the person I'm talking to is like, alright, I'll let you go, sorry. I love when people say, do you even lift? Because I'm like, no, not really. No, wait. People ask me do you even lift? I say, no, not really. And then they get pissed off. Like, are you listening to that? Like, you tried to insult me, ask me if I lift. I tell you no, and then you get pissed. Well, Joanne, I'm a social person in general, and I talk to a lot of people. Like, I have a lot of fans at the park. I talk to old ladies. I talk to like old farm people, little kids. Little kids are stopping and like, how'd you eat that? Whatever. How do you eat so much? It's very random. It's just a random crowd. So I have hit the streets a little bit. Stranger danger! Stranger danger! If you were at the park, I'm sure I'd be talking to you too. Kim Jong-un is a fan of mine. I believe that. If you're new to the stream, you want me to explain what I'm doing and why I'm using my hands for everything. Well, I'm eating sandwiches right now. And I'm eating sandwiches with my hands because that's how you eat sandwiches. Do you eat sandwiches with a fork and knife? Do you pick up sauce with a fork? Do you even eat, bro? Well, that I do. That's the other thing. I run into people, they're like, I run into a lot of random people. Most fans I run into are awesome, 100%. You guys, if you check my Insta story, you'll see me running into fans a lot. Most of them are just pretty cool and excited. But like, every now and then I run into the person who wants to tell me how much they can eat. I'm just like, why? Why are you trying to tell me how much you can eat? That's like me running into The Rock and telling him how much I can lift. The Rock's gonna be like, all right. He's not even listening to how much. He's just like, I know I can lift more than you. Why are you friggin'? Two people who use a fork and knife. I don't get triggered by other people eating. A buddy cop movie with The Rock. Look, I cannot lift as much as The Rock. Not even close. And guess what? The Rock cannot eat as much as me. Not even close. Weird. How come my nipples are small? Maybe my boobs are big. No, they're way smaller than a dime, dude. They're way smaller. That must be that HD Twitch. You drink soup with your hands? I want to believe you, Joanne. Oh, I'm sure a tapeworm could help you lose weight. Which type of weight, though? There's some pepperoni left over. When you run out of sandwiches, you make pepperoni sandwiches. Oh. Appreciate it, IXO. Whole wheat bread. If you... Jevy, just like Italy would kill me for putting pasta in bread. If you tried to eat whole wheat bread in Italy, I'm pretty sure they'd kill you. I'm like 202 pounds right now, roughly. I just say 200 because I don't know. 2 pounds could be water. You still want to know what I'm drinking? It's still iced tea. Intermittent eating, like when you're 65, your stomach's stretched out. Look, you stop intermittent fasting for like a few weeks, your stomach is not going to be stretched out. Stretched out. You stop for a few days, you're going to have trouble. My girlfriend streams it. My girlfriend hasn't been here. Has Jenny not been in here? A week ago she was. Alright, so here's the deal, guys. I'm going to be skipping tomorrow, probably. I'm probably going to be skipping tomorrow. Because we're doing a big sushi meal. I think we're gonna do sushi, pizza, and wings because sushi just doesn't seem like enough. Am I gonna stream the sushi meal? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. That's nice. We'll see if I stream it. Probably not. No, schedules are the worst way to do intermittent fasting.